The focus cue is one of those behaviors that is easily forgotten, but it's one of the ones that you use most often, especially when training new behaviors. Not only does this play a very important role when, exposing your dog into different types of environments, especially when you're outdoors, but it also creates engagement with your dog. It makes yourself more rewarding, that they want to be able to keep their attention right over to you instead of just any other type of distraction. So you want to be able to start off with, having different distractions within a distance, but also have high value treats as a reward for them keeping their attention over to you. Once you start the focus training, you want to make sure that you start indoors, but you also want to make sure that you say the focus cue only one time, and if they fail to respond, you want to make an exciting sound to gain their attention right over to you. You first want to start without the verbal marker, so you want to be able to hold a treat up to their nose and then slowly lure their eyes up to yours by holding the treat at eye level, about just a few inches from your nose. And then once their eyes meet yours, you want to be able to mark with the yes or a click, and then you want to be able to reward with a treat and also give them the release cue. That way they understand that the behavior has ended. From there, you want to start adding in the verbal markers. So you want to add the focus cue right before their eyes meet yours, and once they do, you want to be able to mark and reward with a treat, and then also give them the release cue right after. The third step is to start fading away the lure. You want to do this by, instead of going at eye level with the treat, you might want to hold it up to your chest whenever you give the verbal cue, the focus. And once your dog's eyes meet yours, you want to be able to mark and reward with a treat. Keep in mind, if your dog doesn't have his eyes meet yours, you want to be able to make some type of exciting sound to be able to get him to meet your eyes as well. The final step would be to continue to fade away the lure. So, you'll continue on with maybe going halfway towards your chest, then from there down to your waist. But give your dog the time to think whenever you do give the verbal focus cue to look into your eyes. From there, you'll be able to hold your hands behind your back whenever you give the focus cue. And then once your dog meets your eyes, you want to make sure to reward with a treat and give him lots of praise. And also remember that owning a dog doesn't have to be stressful. Let's make this possible, and be sure to follow for more dog training tips.